Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be here. My name is Jerry Chesser. I am the lead judge for the Pro Star competition, for the National Pro Star competition. I also, right now, am in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, at the Carolinas competition where I'm also lead judge. And what we're doing today is we want to introduce you to the fabrication of the chicken for Pro Star competition. Before we do that, however, I want to point out that the station that I'm at is the same station that you will be at when you are at a national or a state competition. It is 2 8-feet tables, 16 feet of space, and your 2 butane burners. Learn to work within the space. We also have our setup for today. We have our chicken on ice. Safety and sanitation are always first. We want to protect the chicken, protect the temperature, stay in the safety zone. We also have our pans ready for the pieces that we are going to cut so that we can place them on ice. And we have our tools laid out that we're going to use. We are going to use a boning knife today. This one is a rigid boning knife. They also come in a flexible, but a rigid will work fine. A flexible will work for what we're doing because, as you're going to see, we are not going to cut bone. We are going to cut cartilage, and we'll talk more about that. We also have a pair of poultry shears, and these are actual poultry shears, not kitchen shears. What makes the difference is look how heavy the blades are and how thick they are. The fact that it has a very, very strong spring action. These actually can snip through heavy cartilage, such as what's termed the breastbone on a chicken, which in actuality is the breast cartilage. We're not going to use them today, but these are allowed in Pro Star competition, and you can use them. You can also use a standard kitchen shear. What you cannot use is a pair of scissors. We are also going to use the chef's knife. And you'll see what we use that for. We only use it once during this piece of work, but we will use it. And of course, we have the steel, also known as the toner, that we can use to bring our knives back to convex so that we have a good, sharp blade to work with. We're working on a yellow cutting board in competition. You may use it on a white. You may not have the yellow. That's fine. But you have to make sure that you sanitize completely after the chicken fabrication before you move on to any other step. So, ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to work with our chicken. The chicken that we're going to use is a 3.5, 3 3/4 pound chicken. We are going to put down just a clean paper towel on our board, and we're going to set our chicken on it so that we can drain it just slightly. The drier the bird is, the easier it is to handle. It doesn't slip and slide across the board, and that's important to us. We are also going to take a paper towel and we're going to dry our bird off. Again, same piece. Once we have the bird, and you can see how much moisture was removed from the bottom of the bird itself, we'll take these and just throw them into the trash can. Now, we also have, in this case, the processor has placed the neck of the bird in the body cavity. We're going to remove that. That is usable waste. We don't discard it. We don't get rid of it. We are also going to reach inside the cavity, and that is where they have loosely packed the giblets. These are used in various ways, and again, are usable waste, so we will place those right here. Now, in some cases, the processors will place the neck in the cavity of the bird, but the giblets will be placed in a bag and will be in the neck cavity in the front. So you need to check your bird and make sure that you have all of this removed. Some of them don't have them in them at all, so don't be surprised if you don't find it, but you want to make sure that they're removed if they are.